Had a presentation to do.
Yes, I do have.
Yeah, you probably want to share this with the viewers.
So to all the young entrepreneurs in Cameroon, this is a very simple table to help you know at what point your business should be operating, because this helps you know how many bottles of beer, for example, if you run a bar, that you need to sell in a month or in a day or in a year, to make sure that at least you're recovering the amount of money that you're paying rents or salaries or utility bills. So it's just a very simple model where I said, so the type of business here, we're taking a bar, and what you're selling beer. So in the field, I know that most of the bars selling Bonneberry sell that beer at 800 francs, and they bought the beer at 650. So in effect, the amount of money that you're making after you sell a bottle of beer is 150 francs. For 150 francs, one thing that I also noticed that people actually ignore when they start doing evaluation of their business is the amount of money that initially invested in the business. And why do they ignore this amount of money? Because at that time, say, you have just benefited from Njangi, or your brother has given you money, 2.5 million, you're wondering what to do with the money. So an idea comes to your mind that, okay, I'm going to open a bar. So the 2.5 million is used to buy the crates, it's used to buy the license, it's used to buy chairs, table, fridge, freezer. That's the amount of money that you're spending. But you should understand that in about 4 years' time, you need to replace all those items. So every month, you need to put a certain amount of money at the side to make sure that in 4 years, you have another 2.5 million to be able to replace all those things that you bought to start your business. So when you take the 2.5 million and divide by 48 months, we're assuming 4 years, you're going to have 52,000. So this is a requirement for you. Every month, you need to put aside 52,000 to enable you buy, replace your assets in the next 2 years. Now we go ahead and say, okay, fine. So every month, what happens? You need to pay rent for the place where you are. You need to pay salaries to the persons you're working with. You need to pay electricity and water plus cable,
operating expenses,
and levies, the lots of taxes that bars do pay. So you take all of these actual figures from the bar in Bonneberry, that's 253,000. So when you add the amount that you need to put aside to replace your assets or fixed assets, as we say, and 250,000, you have 300,000. Now, nobody runs a business just to run the business. You're running a business, you expect to have profit at the end of the month. So in a case like this, we say, okay, fine, you're running a bar, you want to have at least 100,000 as a profit for running a business in that month. So in effect, you're supposed to have 405,000 in terms of contribution. So you need to sell several 150 francs to come up with 405,000.
Yes.
How then do you convert 150,000 or 150 francs each to 405,000? It's quite easy. We are saying, if you sell one bottle of beer, you make 150. So assume that for a whole month, you sell just one bottle of beer, you would have spent 405,000 and brought another 150. That's not a good business to do. Let's say you're lucky, you sell 2 bottles, that's 300 francs, still not enough. You sell 10 bottles, that's 1,500. It's still not enough. You sell 1,000 bottles, 150,000. Still not enough. Now, we have reached 1,000 and we have still not been able to reach 405,000. So what do we do to know the quantity you need to sell? Simply take the 405,875 divide by 150, because each bottle is bringing in 150. So how many bottles will bring in some other money? Once you divide that, you have 2,706 bottles. So you need to sell 2,706 bottles each month to be able to recover, to be able to pay your rent again, to be able to keep 52,000 in your account, to use it in 4 years, and be able to put a profit of 100,000 in your pocket. Now, we know how bars operate. When you say bottles of beer, they might not understand. So I'm breaking it down into crates of beer. So we can convert 2,706 bottles into 225 crates a month, or 8 crates per day, or 2,438 crates in a year. So thanks for listening. I hope this was clear enough. If it isn't, click on the link below the video and you can have more details.
Right.